Hello everyone, welcome to Best Recipes with Sharon. The following video is based on how to make strawberry freezer jam. So if you've never done jam before, this one's for you. It's quite easy to do actually, and there's nothing like homemade jam, especially the freezer version. It tastes so fresh. And it's really easy to make. So stay with me and I'll show you step by step how to make a batch of jam. I used the Sertolpectin crystals, and the recipe is right on the box. So just so you know, that's where we're starting from. But before we get started, take a look at my new cookbook. It's available on Amazon. If you would like a copy, there is a quick link that's provided in the description below this video. And without any further ado, let's get right to making strawberry jam. Start by stemming and washing about 2 cups of fresh strawberries. I place mine in the blender. And I put it on puree. I like it to be nice and smooth. Could mash it with a potato masher if you don't have a blender. Now measure out 2 cups of the prepared strawberries. And pour them into a large mixing bowl. Now measure 4 cups of white sugar and add that to the strawberries in the mixing bowl. The amounts that you measure need to be exact. And I'm talking about the strawberries, the sugar, the Sertol, the water, everything that's in it needs to be measured exactly so that way your jam will set properly. Now that we have the sugar added, take a large spoon and mix that until it's thoroughly combined. Then set that aside for about 10 minutes. This allows the sugar to dissolve. Take a small saucepan and place it on the stove and add 3/4 cup of cold water. Then add a 57-gram package of Sertolpectin crystals. Now then we turn our heat on high and bring that mixture up to a boil. Stir it constantly and time it for 1 minute after it starts to boil. Now simply add the Sertol and water mixture to your strawberry mixture. Take a large spoon and stir it constantly for 3 minutes. And the jam should start to look like it's thickening up by now. And you can put this jam into any container that you want to, into plastic containers with lids, or I sterilize small jars, even though you don't need the sealers. You can sterilize the jars in the dishwasher as far as that goes. And whether you're using plastic or glass containers, just make sure that they're small containers. I would suggest no more than a cup. It helps to make it set better, but it's also easier to use it up once you've taken it out of the freezer and you put it in the fridge. And once it's in the fridge, you have about 3 weeks to use it up. So you take them out one at a time as you need them. They can remain in the freezer for months. Also remember that when you're filling your containers to leave a little space at the top so that the jam can expand once it's frozen. Good idea to only do 1 batch at a time, not to double up on batches. It just compromises the ability of the jam to set. And make sure that your Sertol is not outdated. And the other thing to remember is use fresh fruit. You don't want fruit that's overripe. So that's just a few suggestions to help make it successful the very first time. So if you've never made jam before, it's pretty straightforward, pretty easy. And this one, everybody loves this one because it tastes so fresh. And it doesn't take long to use up a jar. So once you have your containers filled, put the lids on them and let it sit on the counter for 24 hours before you put it in the freezer, because it needs to be at room temperature for that first 24 hours. And then you can go ahead and freeze them, and like I said, take them out one at a time. And each time you do that, it'll taste like fresh strawberries all year round. If you've enjoyed this how to make video, give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section if this has helped you. Thank you so much for watching this, and go ahead and make some.